Hey guys, welcome to yet another video, and in this one I want to discuss how a trader can become profitable. I think I've been profitable for a small period of time, but before that I was very unprofitable. For example, I took 3 years to realize any profits to be made in the markets. Anyway, I've made this video to see what can really help a trader out there that would want to be profitable. I think the first thing you have to do in order to become a profitable trader is you have to find your strategy, because that is going to give you everything that not everything, but it will give you most of what you need to become profitable. Because imagine you don't have a particular strategy. That means you're either gambling the markets or you don't know what you're doing. I think finding the strategy that works for you, and there are plenty of strategies out there in the market, right? I'm going to mention a few in this video so that you as a trader, if someone asks you what strategy do you trade, because that is the first question. What strategy do you trade? So every trader has their own strategy. You've not made it by yourself, but it has been in existence for the longest time. It is very hard to come up with something new because these markets have been here for years. They have been in existence for a very long time, and people have made strategies because they have observed the way the market works. Anyway, some of the strategies that you can have as a trader, I'm just going to give examples. You choose what you feel like trying to pursue, and then you go and pursue it for, let's say, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. You might not be making profits, but you have to find your strategy that will make you profits consistently, and then try to pursue and improve on that type of strategy. Anyway, the first one I think I'm going to mention in categories. We have popular strategies, and the first one we'll have price action. A lot of us hear people talking about price action, but we don't really know what this is. Anyway, this can include trend lines. Some people trade trend line bounces, trend line breaks. You can decide to go and study that, immerse yourself for a particular time. Try to study that. Then we have support and resistance. Sometimes these strategies interlink, they connect together, they are connected together like this. But we have trend lines, we have support and resistance, we have supply and demand zones. Those are very important when trading, and they could be different on time zones, but we have supply and demand zones. Those are very important. You need to know which zones are supply, which zones are demand, because these are going to help you. So you can decide to go and pursue that. There are chart patterns, the way the chart looks at that exact moment you're looking at it. So you choose what you want to study first, and then try to see if that type of strategy can make you profits on the market charts. There are candlestick patterns. You have to put all these into considerations. Probably you need a pen and paper to write these things down. So it is up to a trader to find what strategy they want to major in and try to pursue and make profits, because trading is not hard. Most of us complicate this thing, but for example, the traders in Africa, if you make $500 a month, you're sorted. Social media is trying to tell us we need a Lamborghini right now, but trading just for $200 a month, you are sorted. You can either trade your personal capital or a prop firm. Like if you need, for example, if your job pays you $200 a month, right? You just need to make $500 to live a little bit of comfortable life more than this. Anyway, I'm rambling, but you get my point. You don't need to try to make 10,000 before you even make 100. You get what I mean? You upgrade slowly. So what I'm saying is you need to find a strategy that works and can make, because if you need 500 a month, it will be good. You'll pay rent, you'll pay the bills, you'll have food. Now I'm talking to small based traders, and this applies to you in your own category. Look at how much money you need for your utilities, right? Then try to trade that with any of these strategies I'm mentioning, because there is plenty of knowledge on YouTube. There's plenty of free books. You don't need a mentor. You don't need me to mentor you. You need to find a strategy and lock in, right? So there are also indicator-based strategies that we can mention that are also very, very popular in the markets. These can include moving averages, RSI, a lot. I'm not a special guru in this field, because I got my one strategy, concentrated on that, and I'm being profitable, as you can see my former videos. Then we have smart money concept, all institutional strategies. This is very popular. SMC. And I also want to learn it, even if I'm profitable there, and I'm going to keep on trading my trend lines that I use for the longest time, because I've discovered an edge in them. But smart money concepts is a bit popular, and I want to learn it. So you as a trader, which one do you trade? Because if you're not trading any of the strategies out there, you are not trading. If you just wake up, go to the charts and say, okay, let me enter here and see. No, just get a strategy, you trade, and then other things will follow as we shall go on making the videos. So this has market structure, smart money concepts. I want to study it, and I'll make videos of my progress when I'm studying SMC, because ICT, I think, is the best teacher for this type of strategy. I don't know, you guys can help me out, but why would I pursue a new strategy yet I'm being profitable in another one? Yeah, my mind is, you can never stop learning. Me acquiring knowledge about SMC is not a problem, but it is making me wiser, right? I'll keep on learning and improving also my trend lines, but I'll also add this in my abattoir. You get the point? So it has market structure, it has order blocks. Mind you, I don't know what these things are, but SMC is a bit complicated. It needs people that are smart, right? Compared to us, the trendline traders. These people seem to be smarter. It has liquid grabs, fair value gaps. You get what this is SMC. So this is what I also want to learn, because it is the trendiest strategy that is out there. That is what I think. It is the trendiest, it's the flashiest, it's the complicated one, but I also want to learn this, because you traders out there, we need to keep improving our knowledge of the market, keep finding ways that are going to be profitable for us and be our level best. Last week, let us say, an example is last week, my strategy struggled a bit on one of my accounts, because I understood that when you get a payout, you really have to diversify your portfolio, either getting more prop firms or investing in your personal account. So my story is, I'm trying to diversify. I'm trading with FundedNext. That paid me out. If you didn't see my other video, you should go and see that video of the payout. And I bought then FTMO, and I passed it too, and I'm also trading it. So I trade them concurrently. When I take this set up on FundedNext, maybe the next one I take on FTMO account. And then I also bought another FundedNext, which is a bit higher than these two. So it is in my first phases. This is what I'm bringing to you. You need to first get a strategy and prove it is working. Because for me, when I got the strategy of trend lines, I first traded it. It was working good. I was making profits. But when I would reach phase 2, I would fail. And then I decided to concentrate and learn more on my strategy. That's when I passed the challenge and made profits. It's not only the strategy that will make you make profits. It also includes, your risk appetite. You cannot risk a lot. For example, let us say you have a 5K account. I don't know if prop firms give 5K. They do give 5K accounts, yeah. So how much are you risking? On a 5K account, you can't risk 0.1. No, that is a bit risky. Maybe on a 5K, let me see. Because on a 10K, you could use like 0.09. That is me. Because I try my level best. Let me also mention this. I keep mentioning it in my videos. Losing an account to a daily drawdown is unacceptable. Losing an account to a daily loss limit is not acceptable in any type of way. You cannot lose an account on a daily loss limit. Please, if you're trading prop firms, the only thing that is acceptable is losing the account on an overall loss limit. If you're almost hitting a daily, that is not acceptable. Anyway, that is what I wanted to say. But yeah, smart money concepts is also a good strategy that you can try to learn. It might take a long time, but it is what it is. People get profits out of it, and you too, you can get profits out of it. Market structure, order blocks, liquid grabs, fair value gap. I want to learn this too. I really want to learn this, and it is exciting. Maybe if we ever go full-time in trading, we shall go ahead and try to learn this, because I have a mindset that is huge about these things. And yeah, this is the first step you're going to take to become profitable, either private account or a prop firm account. Be profitable. Get any of these I've mentioned and see if it is profitable over a period of time. How much is it profitable? 1 week you trade, it is profitable, you're in profit for this week. Another week you trade, it is profitable, you're in profit another week. And then maybe another one, it is not, you are in the red. That's okay. It has been profitable for 2 weeks, and it can be in the red, but do not lose it if you get in the red. That is also something that comes into psychology when trading. If you get a winning strategy and then it gets a couple of reds, don't lose your mind. That happens, and you know your risk. If you set a good stop loss and your risk is controlled, you will not be phased, because every trade is an independent trade from the other, right? Yeah, like seriously, one reason I don't go out and teach people, because my strategy also has flaws. For example, this week I've been in drawdown. This past week I was in drawdown on my gold. I lost some trades, and it is fine. Nothing really strange about that. And we are going to come back this week, because every week is independent. Every trade is independent of the other, right? Anyway, this is what I wanted to talk about mainly. Is the first thing you have to do is get a strategy. All these strategies have a winning edge. They do have. But get one strategy, one like this. And please know that this strategy can have wins and can have losses. See where you end up in a day, in a day, in a week, in a month. Is the strategy working? Stick to it, improve, make some tweaks here and there, stay on the charts, put in some hours, and you're on the road to becoming profitable. These strategies I've mentioned are making people money out there, and people are using them to be profitable. Smart money concepts. You can go to ICT. I think he's the godfather of this strategy. He can teach you price action. There are a lot of traders who use price action. A lot of traders use trend lines. A lot of traders use support and resistance. A lot of traders use demand zones. A lot of traders use candlestick patterns. You just have to get a strategy and glue on it. I think, yeah, you get a strategy and glue on that type of strategy. To end the video, I'll end with this verse, and it is from Proverbs 15:22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. This is what this chapter means. If you have advisors, let us say mentors who are profitable and they have your own interest in being profitable, and not all have that. If you have a strategy that works, success will be on your way. Pursuing this knowledge, it will lead to success. So this gives us a picture of what we need to do. You have to keep improving whatever strategy you decide to pursue. Please leave in the comments what strategy you're using. I just want to know, if you're watching this video, what strategy are you currently trading with? Or are you just on the charts saying, okay, now like let me enter and see, I see it is going down, let me enter, poop, like that? Because some traders are doing it like that, and it will give you profits at first because it all gave us. That is, I was watching a video about the cycle, the life cycle of a trader. You know, the one who doesn't know anything and they enter and they get profits, they are like, oh my god, this is how it works. They do it again until they start losing consistently. So yeah, pursue knowledge, get a strategy that you zero down on and trade that over time. Maybe do not change. Today you're trading this, tomorrow you're doing this, and the other day this. No, just get one and zero down on that one, and the rest will be history. We shall talk about other things in another video, but keep it locked in, trade your strategy, and you're on your way to profitability. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. I'll definitely see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye.
Storm through darkest night, you get